F1 News: Lewis Hamilton devastation. Daniel Ricciardo quits. Max Verstappen threat. Lewis Hamilton revealed his grandfather, Davidson Hamilton, passed away on Thursday before the Mexican Grand Prix. Hamilton's preparations for the race were heavily disrupted as his family was struck by the devastating news. However, he was still able to put on an admirable performance to finish fourth and secure his fifth world title. "You know, this has actually been a really difficult weekend, because my grandfather died on Thursday morning," Hamilton said after the race. Naturally, when someone passes away, it brings the whole family together, but he was the godfather of the family. My dad and me were already quite close, but it naturally brought us a little bit closer, and I will always remember and I never will forget the things that he did in order for me to be here today and for our family to thrive. I really do aspire to be like him, as a strong, black man and as a father and as a human being, for doing what he did in the difficult times, the little that he had. I think all that work that he put in, my grandfather would be so proud of him, so proud of us, and grateful that the Hamilton is there and established and will now go down in history, which is kind of crazy to think. Daniel Ricciardo's last two races with Red Bull are up in the air after he appeared to quit after a mechanical car failure last weekend. Ricciardo, who is leaving to join Renault at the end of the season, was on course to finish second until he was hit with his 8th DNF of the campaign with 9 laps remaining. "Honestly, I don't see the point of coming on Sunday. I don't see the point of doing the next 2 races," he fumed. "I don't know, the car is just, and I'll let Pierre Gasly drive it. I'm done with it." Max Verstappen has warned Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel he will be challenging for the World Championship very soon. Verstappen secured the 5th win of his career in Mexico and now wants to kick off when the 2019 season comes around. "Congratulations to Lewis on his 5th title," Verstappen said. "He has been the most consistently strong driver all year and deserves the championship. I'm sure it feels very special. Hopefully I can challenge him for it soon." Related articles: Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso makes 2019 claim about Mercedes star. Hamilton wrapped up the 5th world title of his career in Mexico last weekend to equal Juan Manuel Fangio's record and move joint second in the all-time Formula One honors list. Only Michael Schumacher, 7, has won more championships than the Brit. Alonso, who won back-to-back titles in 2005 and 2006, reckons Hamilton will have the deficit to Schumacher next season. That is despite Sebastian Vettel and Ferrari threatening to bounce back stronger and Red Bull's Max Verstappen also maturing into a big threat. "It's difficult to rank in different times, different eras of Formula One," said Alonso. "Some of the championships you are fighting until the last race, some of the championships you are winning against your teammate. Arguably Lewis lost with Nico Rosberg, one of those championships. But he is one of the top, so I think he should be happy with that. And it's not finished yet. I think next year he starts as a favorite again, so that is a good thing." Alonso is set to call time on his F1 career at the end of the season and he is expected to join the IndyCar series. However, he does ponder what his fate may have been like if he had raced in a Red Bull or a Mercedes during his career. "I think we all could have a run in championships like Lewis had or Sebastian had. He won 4 championships and he had half a second or 1 second advantage to the next car," Alonso said. "That was the right time and the right moment and the right car. You need to be on those places to win that amount of championships. Although the Drivers' Championship is now settled, Mercedes are still in a battle to secure the Constructors' title. The Silver Arrows are 55 points ahead of Ferrari with 2 races remaining. Related articles: Ferrari must make this decision after Lewis Hamilton F1 title win. Bernie Ecclestone. That is the opinion of former racing supremo Bernie Ecclestone, who says the death of Sergio Marchionne has impacted the Italian manufacturers. Ferrari's long wait for glory will go on for another year after Hamilton wrapped up Mercedes' 5th straight championship on Sunday. The prancing horse have not taken home the title since Kimi Räikkönen came out on top back in 2007. And they are a long way from the heady days of the early 2000s when Michael Schumacher was the dominant force in the sport. Ferrari were shaken mid-season when former chairman and CEO Marchionne passed away. And Ecclestone says they need to be decisive on who will lead them going forwards, with Louis Camilleri currently in charge. I believe that after the death of Sergio Marchionne much was not working as it should have been, Ecclestone told German newspaper. He was a strong man, respected. They have missed his leadership greatly. The Italians have to decide for themselves whether the current leadership in the Ferrari team is the right one. I do not want to judge that. Last month Ecclestone revealed why he believes have struggled to keep up the pace with Mercedes in 2018. It's too Italian, Ecclestone said. I said to somebody the other day it's back to the old days. Ecclestone's comment appeared to refer to Ferrari's sorry spell prior to the success enjoyed with Jean Todt, Ross Brawn and Rory Byrne in charge of affairs. And he believes those figures are the type the Italian manufacturers are currently lacking. Yes, Ecclestone added, when asked if was referring to the era prior to Todt and Brawn's arrival at Ferrari. Before. We got Todt to go there and look after things a little bit, so it wasn't Italian too much, and Michael Schumacher was running the team. So it was all a bit different. I think they're missing that sort of a setup now. Ecclestone also remarked on the contrasting management structures at work at Ferrari and Ferrari have got a completely different way of going on to Mercedes, haven't they? Ecclestone said. Mercedes has got a team that's pure, all they do is racing, it's nothing to do with the manufacturer. Ferrari is looking after their car production side of things, gearing that more or less to their Formula One performances. So it's run in a different way.